All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I am WX Fan 21. I'm joined by the fantastic Derp. What's up, Derp?
Doing pretty well. I'm excited for this race. Nito versus Mo. I think this will be an exciting
right.
one. I think these are both very good runners who are very close in skill level, and I think we are in for a good series.
This is going to be a ton of fun, Derp. You are potentially facing the winner of this game, as you await the winner of Andy and Path.
Yeah, so the winner of that will play the winner of me and whoever wins between Andy and Paf, who, by the way, should schedule their race eventually. Not to put them on blast, but I am putting them on blast.
Go schedule your game.
Yeah, the loser will be knocked down to the silver bracket, where they will be the second seed in that bracket and will face NZT, if I'm not mistaken. So, tournament lives will still be continuing for either runner, but only the winner will be continuing in the gold bracket.
I don't know why they even try. And what I mean by that is they're just going to lose to you to begin with.
Nah, they're losing to PAF. This is a PAF sweep.
I mean, I became a PAF fan after last year, or last tournament, so... PAF! Get out of emote only so I can hang out with you in chat, please, and chat with you. No, but in all seriousness here, this should be... I kind of expect this to go 3 games here, Derp. Nito, Mo, very even runners. We know Nito can play pretty much all levels of map randomizer. And we start off with Varia plus movement. So, no surprise here to see these water rooms early.
Yeah, so going over the full pick and ban, Nito banned first, banned double suit. Mo banned no objectives and picked this Varia movement category, which is interesting because actually Nito is a really big fan of this category.
Oh, orb!
Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
We found our orb.
Yeah, interesting that Nito didn't go for the ice clip for it. Instead, gonna go in the intended way like Mo did first. I know Nito can do this ice clip through the Edakun E-Tank with the B-Tongs. I know the names.
Grade?
Yeah, speaking of Kraid, I think I would have fought it there, but...
I would have too!
Yeah, I think Mo is going back around and gonna do that right now. It is a little bit of a tricky fight with 4 supers, though. If you miss a single shot, then...
You're done. You get a reset.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily a reset, but you will have to wait a pretty long time for the super drops from the fingernails. So you're actually seeing Nito also coming back down here to try to farm for a super. Actually, Mo is looking to go elsewhere at the moment. I wonder what he's up to. But yeah, as I was saying before I stepped away, Nito is a big fan of this category, so it's interesting that Mo was actually the one who picked it, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I'm interested to see what Nito ends up doing. The other 2 categories, of course, are the Gravity 9+1 and then Metroids. So if we get a 3-game series, pretty good chance that that'll be our decider, for better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Mo is headed towards the map, actually. Just a straight away from this door here, in the post-croc. This is doable. Mo can get across this. I'm going to try to enter with some speed to clear this first little gap. It's going to have to freeze the first Eater here at a high enough spot to jump across to the ledge. Actually clears that 1-tile ledge entirely. Makes it all the way to what ends up being a missile refill, so this was not the path to the map.
Sam out here with the burgers. Sam, don't make me hungry. I could go for second dinner.
know, WX fan, always down to talk about food.
Mhm.
We were talking earlier before the race. I was drinking a blueberry lager.
Mhm.
It was interesting. I didn't know those existed.
Sounds delicious. I might need to go find some of that we were talking about there. But it is an adult beverage, so please drink responsibly.
Of course, not gonna advertise any adult beverages for those who
Nope, we don't need
are
to
not
get canceled.
yet.
Because somehow I'll be the one that gets scolded for it.
Yeah, it was
Aussie
WX's fault. If
Yep, Aussie will
any
just
kids
DM me
out
like,
there,
yeah, be like, dude, family-friendly stream, and you're out here talking about adult beverages, fried chicken, and going to some fake website to go buy the fried chicken. No, I'm kidding. But this is going to be pretty interesting here. We have not found our way out of wreck ship. Neither racer went for that crate fight. And Dirk, you were talking about it earlier. You didn't have to necessarily reset out of Kraid, but the drop rate that Kraid drops for supers is extremely low. I think it's like 2%.
yeah, it is not a good drop chance, but I still feel like you not going to fight that crate is pretty bad, especially since, like, I didn't get a good look at the map from Nito, but from what I saw, there isn't a whole lot of stuff here. So you're gonna see Nito actually has to go all the way back for crate and then just leave empty-handed pretty much. Whereas if he had fought the crate and then gone straight to the map, he could have just left. I didn't see exactly where the portal out was either. Like I said, I did not get a great look at the map, so hopefully Nito will pause soon-ish. There's a Bryn, actually, but again, we're leaving the area before we fight Kraid.
It's such a mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Mo is on the way to the map, so hopefully we'll get a better look at it there, so we'll see what we've been missing.
He was right. Looks like Nito is going back. He just wanted the save.
Yeah, I found that save in Bryn. It looks like it's potentially a speed lock, so this is actually awkward. He can't deal with Metal Pirates. He went down this way to try to get to Kraid, but he doesn't have the supers to deal with Metal Pirates, so it actually has to go the long way. That's really awkward. But yeah, it looked like there was nothing else in Wreck Ship. It's just Kraid and then Brinstar out, so... Once again, a bit of a mistake not dealing with this crate earlier from both runners, really.
Mm-hmm. This is why no matter who wins this is going to lose to you, Dirk.
Or Path.
Hashtag suck up to the fellow commentator who's also a racer. I also
actually found a second super pack, so even if the crate fight goes disastrous, this should be enough.
Absolutely.
We'll see if either one does this ice clip up to Kraid. That looks a little bit low for Nito.
Yeah.
You can see, like, right above where the B-Tom was frozen, there's, like, a little stone. You want to freeze the B-Tom, like, slightly above that little stone. So Nito's actually freezing it a bit low. That one's a bit high, I think. Nope.
That's it. Great fight.
Nicely done.
So, just so we can also reiterate, that B-Tom ice clip is not in logic without X-ray.
Yeah, it's not in logic, and technically we don't need to do it. We could loop around, but it is a pretty long loop, actually, like several rooms deep. So both runners going to opt for that ice clip, both getting it in a pretty comparable amount of time. It took Mo a little bit longer, but not a huge deal. And now we can just route this right back into Bryn, so no harm, no foul. But...
Nicely done, by the way, as well. From Nito on the quick crate kill. Mo looking for the quick crate kill and can't get it.
Yeah,
a little bit late.
It kind of looked like Mo was being a little bit overcautious, just making sure those supers landed. So actually ended up being a little bit slow for the quick kill, and kind of did the opposite, where those last two supers were a little bit reckless. But Mo still dealing with Kraid fairly quickly. Doesn't want to risk Metal Pirates, though. If the first pirate didn't drop enough supers, then it would actually be stuck, because I believe the door locks behind you. Actually, does it?
I believe for that room it does. So
Okay,
if you say
that's
that
saying the
does
door doesn't
not
lock.
lock.
Yeah, I knew it stayed, like, the back door stayed open. I didn't know if it closed once you damaged one of the pirates like a boss did. But either way, Mo has also made his way to Bryn. So
Nito,
they're
this
still
is
very
risky.
close.
Nito, this is extremely risky. What are you doing?
Could just be
This
checking
is-
the item and then coming back.
Yeah, I think he saved when he got back into Bryn, but this is a one-way. Well, no. Yes and no. It's about if you go through the door. Oh well, forget about it. Congrats on your
works.
refill, Nito. You're rewarded with going to Spring Ball.
Yeah, we can get this item with the movement loadout that we start the game with. We'll see if it's anything good. And it is actually nothing at all. That's awesome. Yeah, one of the problems with these pseudo double suit categories, the Varium movement and then the gravity plus tanks, is you start with so many items and those items are just taken out of the pool. So there's a lot of item locations that are just blank. And it feels really bad to hit one of them blind, especially after a couple rooms of traversal like Nito and Mo had to go through. There's the other side of Gauntlet there. Nito gonna skip it for now and head up this room, the pre-aqueduct.
So let's get some of the housekeeping out of the way with. Exclamation point R to give the racers a follow. Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. I did tease everyone over the last week about a special announcement stream I was going to do. And I did do the announcement stream today, right before this game. So you can go back and watch the VOD on that to check out the announcement. And no, it was not an announcement that Derp is going to win this entire tournament, even though I could have made that the announcement.
You have more faith in me than I do. I saw somebody in chat asking what the pick and bans were. So Nito banned double suit, Mo banned no objectives, and then pick for this category. I was mentioning it earlier. I guess I've said it a few times now, but this is a category that I know Nito likes a lot. So it is interesting. It seems that Mo feels the same way, and I think that's a good thing. You know, we're seeing two people who are very comfortable with this game one category, and I'm interested to see how it goes. You're seeing both runners are very close here in the early goings. Nito has a slight edge as well as an extra super pack, but it is still very close.
Is this going to be worth it here at Mickey Mouse? Screw attack's nice.
Yeah, not bad. Nito actually heading back down. I didn't see exactly where they are relative to the map, but it is somewhere close.
Nito would like to pick the insane seed he just ran yesterday.
Nito does some crazy seeds. Is very adept in the more advanced tech. We saw the bottom of Mickey Mouse. I was wondering if Nito was gonna just YOLO ice clip it, because that is something he's very capable of doing. Obviously, you don't want to do that in a race because it takes a while to set up, but he can do it. Make no mistake.
Alright, this is East Ocean for Nito. Again, this is a traversable room with the items we have.
Yeah, it looks like this is the way to the map. So
yeah, this is also interesting because Mo over here at Everest doing some underwater wall jumps. Mo, do it, do it, do it! Nice!
Didn't actually need to do that. Had the ice beam, but
GG's, we all can go home now.
Well, runners still have a full series ahead of them, unfortunately.
Mo did underwater wall jumps. Seed complete. Oh, this will be a nice drop.
Oh, here's the map. So
Hi, Mo.
Actually, not getting to the map. Mo got to the map through the tube.
Oh, so look at the majors. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we already
5.
have
4 majors, 5 potential.
I'm sorry, we didn't get there through the tube, but the tube does lead to a major. Mo actually full reset. I think that gets him closer to the first major that they ran past because they didn't know it was there yet. So I imagine Mo is going to be getting to that now. Actually, that tube might bait Nito a little bit. He might try to get down to it, but as we saw, it's actually just connects to 2 rooms that are not accessible outside of that tube. So if he goes down to try to get there, I guess there's not really a way to go down though. This rune map is a little bit awkward, and Mo handling it a little bit better, able to find that Everest, which linked to the map, is going to be a pretty big advantage. Doesn't need to worry about his power bomb count though.
Yeah, 1 PB, not something you want to see. Hopefully this is bombs. Ooh, even better, plasma.
The plasma beam gonna be a little bit awkward because he's gonna run into Spazer, I think. That's one of those majors. There's another far left major, actually. I don't think we've seen that either. It is accessible.
That's what is that? Fishing hole, watering hole. It's a hole that has water in it.
It is a hole with water in it. I have a name for it, but I can't say it on SpeedGaming. So, I think it is technically supposed to be called watering hole, though.
Yes. All right. Oh, hi, charge beam.
Well, almost go mode. Just need a couple more tanks and hopefully no speed locks in the way, which we've seen one already in that croc hallway that we can just bypass through Gauntlet.
So Dataplet versus Menace game 2 was no objectives. We got the map like a minute in. Mother Brain was right there. It was an amazing seed. The problem is there was like 4 to 7 energy tanks, or 4 to 6 energy tanks, I think. 5 missiles and like 3 supers or power bombs. It was crazy. So they had plenty of energy tanks. This seed's kind of having the opposite. We've only seen that 1 energy tank so far here.
Yeah, it looks like Nito found those bombs down past the Turian hoppers. So that's where our bombs were hiding. There's actually 3 portals out. It looks like Nito's going to take Meridia. Meanwhile, a nice heads-up play by Mo, heading up to that refill that he saw earlier to refill those power bombs. Just not going to bother with some slow farming, just going to go straight to the refill station. Meridian map is down, and quite a bit down as well.
It's tough to see who's ahead. That charge plasma is huge for Mo.
I don't know if Nito is getting back to that charge. So it depends on how the ammo works out. Mo is going to save a lot of time because he doesn't really need any majors. He just needs like a couple missiles to deal with Mother Brain 1 and then energy. And that's it. Whereas Nito is a lot further away from being go mode. Gonna need a lot of ammo. Gonna need the same amount of energy. We'll see when he's able to get it. Alright, so we've gotten the Meridian map. There is a speed locked. I didn't see if that was speed locked major, but there is a major and there is a Dragon all the way on the other side of the area. Mo able to skip that Spazer beam that was just on path. Well done there. So I believe there's just one more major for Mo. Gonna be grabbing that, what ends up being bombs. Oh, there's 2 majors, because there's the screw attack over here. But I might, actually, in most situation, I might be tempted to just skip them. And looks like Mo might agree. Not going to go for that screw attack. Gonna go for those bombs, though. He might be routing the screw attack in on the way back. Nito, meanwhile, found criteria connected to Meridia, it looks like.
Derp, sorry about the delay here. NN and I were trying to troubleshoot. You can hear on Mo's side, we have Mo's sound enabled. There's like a little background noise, not like a screeching, but just a bzzz, and it just keeps going. I was trying to see if that was on our end or if that was on his end. So if you're hearing that, there's nothing we can do about it now. NN and I will check and see if we can do something to fix it in between games. So it's not us. If you're hearing it, it's not you. We can hear it.
Yeah. I don't know if Mo is a console player or not. Might be like a loose connector on his capture card. Like one of the audio cables. But that is entirely speculation. I don't know what Mo's streaming situation is. But regardless, he is on his way down to Meridia, so gonna get a lot of the same knowledge that Nito's getting right now. Nito, meanwhile, still checking some of these majors, but as we know, not gonna find charge. He's gonna find a pretty good one, though, getting that gravity suit. That is pretty big, especially since we're going to have to go through Everest multiple times to check all of the portals.
Pancakes. I had pancakes this morning. Yum. Very
Never a bad
interesting
thing to have.
Meridia map. Oh, very interesting Meridia map, though.
Yeah, looks like Mo is also going to head down to Criteria. There is a Ridley, and that's actually I didn't fully process this earlier. We saw it from Nito's screen. That's really big because Nito can't fight Ridley yet, and Mo can.
I love how Derp says there is a Ridley. Like this is going to be oops all Ridley, which I think chat would love.
I mean,
oops all Ridley.
I know what the people want. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go. Derp, a man of the people. Beans, no. Alright.
Your Ridley fight with Charge Ice Plasma is very good.
Like I said, that Charge Plasma is going to come way ahead of what Nito's been able to find. And like you said, I don't think Nito ever goes back for Charge.
So the thing is, this is actually going to work in Nito's favor, I think. Dragon is speedlocked here in Meridia. It was actually through Decora. So Nito is going to have to hunt majors. So we'll probably actually go back to Bryn and go for those far majors, which is going to get him charge, which is a big deal. It's still going to put him behind because, again, Mo can just do Ridley right now.
Yep.
And you're seeing Mo go straight there. Actually going to grab this E-Tank first, but
getting Ridley out of the way with early in any of these seeds, Derp, is just so incredibly crucial. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, it is still worth noting that Mo will have to backtrack to Meridia at least to actually get to Dragon, so Nito will have to backtrack even further to get to Ridley, but there is still some amount of traversal that Mo will have to do this way. So even though Nito is routing the majors a little bit less efficiently, it still isn't completely disastrous. Although, it actually looks like Nito is hunting for ammo, maybe trying to get enough to deal with Ridley right now. This also leads to the one major here in Meridia, which if this is speed, then forget all the backtrack. Mo will just be able to do Meridia right away. See what it is in a second, as Mo is on the Ridley fight, already halfway done. Ridley hurts, though. Only the Varia suit. Ridley is... He packs a punch.
Oh! That was unnecessary, Mo. Luckily able to escape. Took an unnecessary hit there at the end.
Well, he's alright. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, Nito saw that wave beam there at the Fire Fleas and decided to reset. Is just going to head back to Bryn. Probably go for those Far Majors, like I mentioned, and going to get that Charge Beam and Plasma. But still no speed. Need that speed booster to get to Dragon. Or could X-Ray climb. It is Nito we're talking about. He's got tricks in the bag. Here's a Boss Wound. That's gonna be nice for. Oh, Nito. Nito missed 2 supers. This is scary.
As soon as you were saying that, there, Derp, you were saying.
So I was gonna say this is gonna benefit Mo a lot because he's got Charged Plasma X-Ray.
Yep.
About Wound. I think Nito might have already missed too much ammo, and if not,
agree.
he has to hit every missile from here.
No, he already missed a missile too. He's in trouble.
Okay, yeah, now it's definitely
Good night.
done. The save isn't too far back though, but it still feels bad. Mo gonna pick up his first missile pack 25 minutes in. And get that gravity seed. So again, still needs to find speed booster, but this is looking pretty good for Mo at the moment.
Like I said, 3-game series.
We'll see. Alright, so let's see. Is Nito going to go back to Turian for that Baltoon fight, or is he going to go up to Norfair? I think both are reasonable options. Looks like with these super farms from the... whatever this enemy is called. It implies to me that Nito is going to go back to Baltoon. Does this Spring Ball jump reach?
We'll have to find out. I think if Nito was a little farther over, it would reach.
Yeah, it looked close. Nito just gonna do the regular gravity jump now, though. That would have been a cute Spring Ball jump, though, I have to say. I'm kind of sad it didn't work out. Alright, so Baltoon round 2.
Baltoon round 2, the sequel.
The sequel. Nito did miss 1 super, but there's a second. Just needs to hit 2 more, though. We're not. Just need to hit 1 more, though. Surely. There we go. We got there. Now we are on our way to the Turian map. Mo, meanwhile, going over for that wave beam. Probably going to keep it, given that that gives him full beam combo. The map is straight up from where Nito is, pretty much. Maybe going to come up across an elevator. Look at that. There it is.
Ooh, nice supers from Mo. Not that he needs them at this point, but...
I mean, that super actually does give Mo enough ammo for Mother Brain 1. Obviously, this missile that Mo's actually deciding to skip, interestingly, that would have made it a lot more comfortable. Could have done a nice and easy 10 and 8 Mother Brain 1. But
Nito's getting close to ammo go mode, but still far away.
Yeah, there was a super that Nito reset, so that is worth keeping in mind. I don't know if you would go back for it.
Mo found a wave.
Yeah, we knew that wave was here, but Mo did not save before checking this item like Nito did, so he is actually going to have to keep this item, which... I mean, keeping wave and giving yourself full beam is not the worst thing in the world.
And Nito's gonna
Nito's
think one of these a charge. It's not.
It is speed, though. That's what Nito is looking for. And that is big. Okay, Mo is going to grab this missile. There we go.
Down let. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, now Nito has a decision on whether or not to just bail on majors after speed and play X's.
He's bailing on speed.
No, he's going around. He has to go up and around to get it. This is the way, I believe.
No, there was no connector this way. He's going for the other major and gonna loop back. This
Really?
is... ew. Where is Fantoon and Dragon, by the way? What area haven't we seen?
We haven't seen Norfair. It's up in Bryn, up the Red Tower elevator.
Of course it's Norfair. Yes, it was behind bowling.
Oh, okay. So we have to find Fantoon and then go for speed. That is a bit gross, I gotta say.
That's definitely gross.
It looks like Fantoon is going to be in Norfair, Fantoon and Mother Brain, because that's the only area we have left? Question mark? I guess we were missing Rex Ship, but that's also connected to Norfair.
I think Nito knows he skipped the 2 correct majors.
I didn't see what that item was, but I guess it had to be Space Jump.
Space.
Yeah. So Nito gonna skip that. Just has to go to Norfair, fight Fantoon, and then head back for space, and head back even further for
you don't have
Ridley.
to fight Fantoon. You can just smack him upside the head or the eyeball, and he runs away crying like a baby. No? Okay. I guess you can fight Fantoon and blow him up.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one.
No, it's fine. It was a bad joke. It's okay. It's NN's fault.
It's always NN's fault.
Mm-mm.
So Mo is actually closest to Norfair here. If he goes to Norfair first, this is actually going to work out basically perfectly for him. It's going to hit the Fantoon. We'll be able to leave the area, which I don't think has any majors at all. So he'll see the Mother Brain and see the no majors, and then just head to Turian, which will get him speed. He can get to speed because he's already done Fantoon. Unfortunately, despite what I was saying, Mo is not going to Norfair. It's instead going to Turian.
Oh, the racers are shambling all over the place, apparently.
Yeah, this is still an interesting race. Again, it's going to come down to how well the X's work. There's going to have to be a couple close X's in Norfair. But if there are, if Nito can get to 35, because he's so far away on missiles to get to 30 supers, he's probably going to need to do like a 15-35 fight.
Yeah.
But...
and then, no. Fantoon is in Norfair. We haven't seen that yet.
Or Rex Ship. But Rex Ship is somewhere in Norfair.
I thought we started in the Rex Ship.
Did we? Maybe you're right, actually. Yeah, no, you're right.
Spiffy, don't say we did like you're part of this scene.
What? We're all
Derp and I and Ann are the ones part of this scene. We can send you the seed if you want to play it. I'm just giving Spiffy a hard time.
This is a group effort. We're all friends here.
Absolutely. I'm racing vicariously through Nito.
I'm saying.
Oh, that's great. That's.
So we just see Mo have a much better time with Batoon with that full beam combo plus the X-ray, being able to do a full microwave. He is going to go for that far major in Pants Room, most likely. Yeah, required bowling, indeed.
That sounds horrible.
Mo's actually going up the elevator. He didn't see the bowling. He's gonna come up here and be very sad. Oh, he realized right as he reached the door, he was like, wait a second, this isn't right. I would grab that E-tank, by the way. Mo still needs to get the 3 tanks eventually. I think I would have grabbed that one. I'm well known for grabbing way more tanks than I need, though.
Nothing wrong with grabbing more tanks than you need.
Won't catch me dying, that's for sure. No, inspecting the frozen pirate, make sure everything's okay health-wise before vaporizing him with a plasma blast. And is not gonna go for that far major at pants. Which actually, that makes sense. All he needs is speed, so he scouted the speed booster. He knows he just has to find Fantoon. And so again, Nito is a little bit ahead in terms of the progression, but still needs to find enough ammo to kill Ridley and Motherbrain, while Mo has that charge that I don't know if Nito is going to get to. And there's our Motherbrain, as we expected. It is a much shorter trip than Fantoon was. I would agree with chat. I do think Mo is still ahead. But it's definitely close. Again, depending on how Nito manages the ammo here. There's an X that Nito resets. There's another X over by Dragon. Looks like Nito's... No, this is still just backtracking to the area transition. Mo is out of power bombs. I'm sure that's fine. Smile. It's actually going to have to go through fast pillars, so that screw attack's going to come in handy here.
Mm-hmm.
As we almost see a high five, but unfortunately Nito decides to go for the most X's I've ever seen. What is going on in this room?
Remember, he doesn't have charge.
Well, getting a double super is going to make things a little bit nicer now, isn't it?
Facts.
Okay. I wonder, having 2 supers basically on path, I wonder if that actually puts Nito in the lead here. Probably not, because Nito still has to go down and fight Ridley.
Yep. I'd still give the advantage to Mo.
Yeah, I think it's still advantage Mo, but this is a really close race, actually. I'm really interested to see how this plays out from here. Oh, man.
The question is, what's the time difference here for Nito? Having to go all the way back for this Ridley fight, which he still cannot do. He needs one more super pack. He does know where there are a couple along the way, I believe.
Ridley isn't actually that far out of the way.
He's gonna
both owners do know they need speed, to answer chat. Oh, Nito actually reset out of this. He has to fight Batuin a 3rd time, by the way. That's pretty awesome. So fun fact, you actually only need to X-ray Fantoon twice with full beam. Not bullying Mo specifically, I'm actually bullying a lot of people, because I see most people just spam X-ray, but you actually only need to press X-ray twice.
Good to know.
As a GT Classic former runner, I have to bully people who don't microwave correctly. You understand, right? It isn't as simple as just pressing the X-ray button twice. You actually need to wait a little bit in between the X-ray presses, like around a third of a second for the boss's iframes to wear off.
Makes
So it's not
sense to
just
me.
as trivial as mashing the button as fast as you can twice, but... Oh, there's actually another super on the way here for Nito. I forgot, he picked this up earlier and reset it. So that brings Nito up to 30, and he knows about another pack if he wants to go down for it, back where Wave was.
Listen, chat. Derp is trying to give you all like super high level tech here, and you're with the trolling of just mashing buttons.
Well, it's like they say, you can lead a horse to water,
So-
but you can't make him properly microwave Fantoon or something
I mean,
like
clearly.
that.
I mean, the next time I'm gonna microwave Fantoon, I remember it's only gonna take twice.
Well, I've
I
accomplished my
listened.
mission then. I've helped one person get better. There's another X back here, actually, at bowling. I wonder if this is a super. That would actually be really big for Nito. I think Nito's just in the lead, actually.
It'd be
I
clutch
think.
for Nito.
It's still close, though, because, again, Nito does have to go down for Ridley. And maybe that just takes too long, because Mo isn't that
So was
far
Dragon
behind.
speed locked?
Yeah, Dragon is speed locked. It was through Decora, which is why we're going through
Oh,
bowling to get to speed. We would not be doing this if we did not have to.
Because I haven't seen Dragon on the map. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's in Meridia. It's on the far right.
That's why I
Top
didn't see it
right.
on the map.
We're just doing bowling for fun. But
I
no,
would
we had to
bowl
do
for fun.
bowling to get up to here, to get to speed. And then the
Fun
speed
fact.
gets us to gray.
I used to be a bowler. Matter of fact, I still am a bowler. 10 pin though.
So Nito actually didn't check that X. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. But that's okay. He's actually getting close on missiles to the minimum 40-30 requirement. Mo is now on his way back to bowling.
Bowling. Oh yeah, I used to have the custom bowling balls, fingertip grips. Oh yeah, I had everything. But I still got my bowling bag in my storage unit somewhere. I just need to do bowling balls because they're kind of old.
I was never good at bowling because I have big hands and noodle arms, so all the balls they have at the
What a combo,
on the
Derp!
lanes just don't fit, you know?
Man, when I went from the regular bowling balls to fingertip grips, man, that was a change. The highest game I've ever bowled, I think, was a 265, 275.
Oh wow.
Got 9 strikes in a row. The entire league was silent. No one was bowling anywhere by me. Everyone's like gathered behind me because, of course, like it's a rarity for anyone to try getting a 300. So it was just a lot of camaraderie. Everyone rooting me on, and I'm just like, okay, I'm up there, frame 10, and I'm like shaking. It was completely interesting. But yeah, that was a ton of fun. So, Nito! Do the thing. There you go.
Did the thing. This is the way to Dragon, as I mentioned. So we needed speed for that. Chat suggesting an X-ray climb to Dre, and I'm a little bit surprised neither runner did it. Maybe the setup doesn't work. I'm not really versed in that kind of tech. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, I have no clue. That's craziness tech.
Okay, Dragon is down. Oh yeah, the issue is getting back. That one may be a little bit worse than the X-ray climb. I guess you can moon dance to get back.
Oh my god.
But don't know if we want to be doing that.
Please don't encourage Nito to do crazy tech. He'll do it.
Well, good news is Nito, instead of doing crazy tech, just decided to Play the seed correctly. Got the speed. Got to Dre.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think I ended up getting either a strike on the first 10th and then messing up, or it was a mess up and then a finish. I forget. It was quite a while ago. Either way, bowling is a ton of fun. Nito doing one of Samus's favorite pastimes, and that's electrocuting the giant shrimp.
I'm
Right,
a
shrimp,
messed up
anybody?
pastime, honestly.
Well, that and blowing up Planet Zebus, so.
Suppose so. We all have our vices.
Zebus apparently is blowing up planets.
Yes,
Zebus, SR-388.
CDR, although that doesn't make sense why that planet blew up. Samus didn't even do anything. It just blew up. It's like, I'm done. I've served my narrative purpose. It's time to go. We love writing in video games.
Yeah, when it makes sense.
Right, we get a nice high five through the door, by the way, as Mo is on his way to Dragon. Nito going down to the Ridley fight. There's an X right below him. I would really like Nito to grab some of these X's that are basically on path just to get to one more, because that would be a lot faster than hunting down 3 missiles. But, oh well.
This is going to be a fun finish, because we've got, let's see, it's Wrecked Ship Mother Brain, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Mother Brain in the first area we found?
Mother Brain is in the last area. It's in Norfair.
Mother Brain's in Norfair? That's rude.
Yeah. That's a little rude. It's a pretty long escape, actually, because it's all the way at the top of Norfair. And then we have to go all the way down Norfair and down Brinstar. And down Meridia. It's a pretty long escape.
So we got fried shrimp from Nito. Microwave shrimp from Mo.
Yeah, Mo is going to be able to skip this backtrack that you see Nito doing right now, down to Ridley.
Yep. Rocky would like to know, how was that microwaved up?
I wasn't watching, so I'll say it was good,
Excellent.
but it probably wasn't.
It was probably good, but probably wasn't. I like it.
If I'm in denial, then if I close my eyes, then the runners always do everything perfectly, right?
Pretty much.
Oh, man,
They would
now
do
you're
things
seeing-
exactly the way they should. Exactly like you would tell them to do it.
Now you're seeing Nito going all the way over here to get all the missiles here at West Ocean.
Yikes.
Could have just checked the next. I know he only has 5 power bombs. Somebody in chat brought that up. Nito is probably scared of that, but it just works out so well if it works.
Oh
The
my
ship
goodness,
refill is
that
also
goes-
nice, though. This actually
Yes.
makes sense, because I was wondering where Nito would end up refilling. I know there's a missile refill somewhat close to Ridley that Mo took, I think. But yeah, now that we can see just how long this criteria trip actually takes, Mo is in a very commanding position. I was thinking it would be a lot faster, but I didn't really process just how long it took to actually refill the ammo and then get all the way back to Ridley.
So, wait a minute. I'm currently hearing from. Okay, I'm hearing from our control room that the winner of this race is going to pay for some DoorDash for Derp, NN, and I. Derp, what can we get you for food?
I'll get back to you on that. You go
Okay.
first.
I kind of want some fried shrimp now, not gonna lie.
I don't know if I would
I know,
want
in
to get
fact-
fried shrimp DoorDash though.
That's also very fair. I was actually picking up at the supermarket some dinner, just getting subs for dinner. And I'm like, I'm just staring at the fried shrimp that was like right next to it.
Like,
All right, Ridley fight for Nito. Oh, that's a clutch energy tank for Mo, too.
It's not super important, but the refill is actually what's really nice about it. Getting to full.
Sorry, Goldor. I should have got it for us in the last game.
Nice speed skip from Mo.
Mm-hmm. But yes, in all seriousness, there is no food here from the racers. But Mo, you know, for as much as this may be one of Nito's favorite categories, doesn't mean that the seeds sometimes plays out the way that you want it to. If Nito had gotten that charge and plasma early on, there's a good chance Nito takes this game. But that is just the choices sometimes you have to take in a race.
Yeah, I mean, the real difference maker really was just Mo getting to that Bryn map and then resetting to pick up those majors on the left.
Yep.
Because Nito just never had a good way to route those back in. Like, the only time was when you're close to the entrance to Bryn, which you only really have one chance to be there, which is resetting right there.
Yep.
And so Mo getting charged plasma and Nito never getting to those just made
real quickly, chat, it's time to get your guesses in and make it quick. But yeah, Derp, you know, to your point, yeah, it was just because they were the left side majors, it was not pleasant to get to those. So let's go. I'm going to go 2 minutes, 45 seconds. I actually think this could very well be 3 minutes plus.
I was thinking it's going to be close to 3 minutes, yeah. I'm going to go 240.
I like it.
220.
Wait, what? 220?
Because the path through like Meridia and Bryn are both pretty short, so the big thing is just looping back around Warfare, and then back down. Like a lot of this escape is just gonna be in Warfare because the loop back from the Bryn is kind of awkward.
Mm-hmm. Fifi wins. Congratulations, Fifi. Very
you can actually go down the powerbomb way, down fast charge. It's gonna be a nice little shortcut for Mo.
Also, just underrated what Mo just did there. Beautifully done to save probably about a half a second to a second. Just completely flying and avoiding the platforms. Well done.
Both owners executing very well this seed. Both owners pausing very well as well. I say good execution, and then Mo has a little bit of shambles getting down key stairs. But that's okay.
No one likes Key Hunter stairs.
I agree. This room
just
sucks.
It's just an annoying room. Not only
it's especially annoying when you're going up during the escape because your hyper beam shot doesn't hit the bomb blocks at the bottom.
Yep.
So you have to bomb them out manually.
It is so annoying. I mean, the room design itself, from a design standpoint, is really nice, but from a practicality standpoint, man, just in randos, it's a pain. I mean, even in speedruns, right? Like, you got to manipulate those key hunters a certain way, and, you know, there's no good way of going that to the bottom of the stairs area. Just like you said, the hyper beam doesn't work in randos on the escape. Terrible.
Nope. Kind of oatsing the escape here, going the wrong way. Went down the tube. Not the way to go, unfortunately.
Did you just say oatsing the escape? We don't want to make that a thing. We've already got Nevdi Morph, Bean Save. Wait, what? Oh, hi, Oats.
Unrelated. Hi, Oats. Sorry, we're down to criteria. I don't know exactly how ship connects here, but it's not too far. I think it's just to the left, basically. Yeah, it's just through West Ocean. Okay.
Well, I said at the beginning of this that I expected this to go three games. And Mo taking Varia plus movement, his mode pick. That is going to be 1-0 for Mo. But the question remains, does Nito want to play safe with his mode pick? Or is he going to go for broke and force Mo into a corner? Mo takes game 1.
Yep. Finishes game 1 with an official time of 54:25. Nito is going to forfeit, and we will move on to game 2.
That's right.
Don't go anywhere, y'all. We will bring that to you shortly.
That is correct. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you've had a chance to get some water, get a snack. I got second dinner. Derp, did you also participate in second dinner?
Non-zero chance I do after the series is over, but for now I'm just drinking water.
Water isn't a bad thing. Derp, WX fan, NN, we're all here hanging out, comms and tracking with you all. I said it at the end of game 1. Would Nito take a punish pick and something he feels comfortable at? Or is he picking a safe pick? Metroids, you can argue, is definitely not safe.
Definitely not a word you can use to describe this category. Of course, you need to deal with all 4 Metroid rooms, and then just need to deal with Mother Brain 1. Don't need charge or the ammo for Mother Brain 2. This is an interesting mode. If you've been following the practice races that have been going on between Eddie and Oates, they're happening on kind of awkward hours. Not everyone can participate because it's like middle of the day on weekdays, but they've been practicing a lot of this category, and I wonder if that actually influences the decision for Nito to pick it. Just having recent experience in the category.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Look at the sprite that Nito has. Nito's not messing around. Nito's not messing around this seed. He's got the Maid Samus sprite. We saw him use this yesterday in his insane Desolate seed.
I think Mo is also using a custom sprite. It looks more green than normal. There's a Fantoon, by the way.
Hi, Fantoon. Oh my goodness. Please, Super Missile only Fantoon fight. Hold.
That would be something. That would be one way to start a Metroid seed. I don't see a close by missiles, so we might be doing it.
Please, do it!
Oh my gosh, this category sucks, man. We can't even get to the map, though, so there's really no reason to be fighting Fantoon yet.
Can you let me enjoy it as a commentator to want to see craziness? Please! I want Super Missile only Fantoon.
Yeah, so it looks like the map is somewhere below, so we need Morph and we need Power Bombs to actually be able to get to the map, so until we have that, there's no reason to actually fight Fantoon. Unfortunately, it is not going to happen.
Fine. I guess we can go get Morph. Oh look, this looks like Morph. Oh, okay, not Morph.
Yeah, that makes more sense, because I was wondering what Morph actually opened, but Varia actually opens a lot. There's a couple heated pathways that we can go down.
Varia is nice. That is a custom sprite. Ooh, I like the green patches. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks like the shoulders are bulkier as well. I don't know like where the sprite comes from, but it's definitely custom.
Definitely different visor. I like this. I wonder if this is like buff Samus. You know, for like buff Nito. Just to get in Nito's head.
Well, I'm not sure, but if there's one thing for sure, both runners are battle ready here. Got their finest suits of armor, ready to put on a show. They're trying to figure out what to do with this Varia suit.
Someone said Samus has a linebacker.
I mean, would you want to defend Samus?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
morph.
look. There's your morph.
Yeah, so there's our morph. In the room that Nito's in right now, which he needs to be careful in, by the way, there is a...
Metroids.
Oh, hey, Metroid room.
Hi,
But there is
Metroids.
another major that we needed morph to
Oh,
get. Speaking of being careful,
Mo.
no, also, we're running around on no energy, just various suit. So these enemies hurt. It actually isn't in logic to do what Nito did, by the way. Getting through that Metroid room is not in logic.
Correct.
So Morph cannot be back here.
When did that ever stop Nito before?
It maybe should stop Nito here, because we kind of need to be following logic for Morph. But I digress. It is technically possible that the logic gave us like a screw attack or an ice beam, and that got us through to Morph. But unfortunately for Nito, that is not the case. Well, that's
your
gonna stop
E-Tank, by the
Nito
way.
right there.
Mhm.
So what is this major here for Mo gonna be? I'm not totally sure what... Actually, I think this has to be bombs or screw.
Probably screw attack.
We're blocked by explosives in a few different spots.
Oh,
There's a
there it
bomb.
is. Now we can go fight Phantoon.
We still need power bombs. But we still haven't found a missile, so if we find a power bomb, then the 5 Super Phantoon starts to look a little bit more necessary, just to figure out what's going on in this map. I was definitely prepared for it, getting those supers from the Kago. Prepared for the worst, as it were. And Mo has not seen that Metroid room that Nito has. Worth noting. I don't know how much of a difference that makes. I'm kind of surprised Mo isn't taking these bombs straight over to...
Oh, look at the reaction from Nito when he found that morph.
I didn't see it, but I
just
assume he was not very happy.
No, his mouth was just kind of like, really?
Goodness. Yeah, I'm a little surprised Mo didn't take these bombs straight to the Three Musketeers room. It looks like he's going there now, but hesitated a bit. And that's gonna even things out a little bit as Nito finds his bombs. Yeah, so we'll see what this item is. If this is power bombs, then you might get your wish of a Phantoon fight. But of course, it is not to be. Screw attack does get us through the rest of Three Musketeers, so we can get back up. Or get all the way up, I should say.
Well, that's nice. And there's screw attack to get to the Metroid room, by the way. Ooh, high jump.
And looking like going through the Metroid room is the way to go.
Mm-hmm. It would get you your first energy tank.
I would have picked up one of those supers for Mo, but that's okay. I actually got 2 super drops from the key hunters.
Skepticon in Twitch chat also wants a super only Phantoon fight. Says screw does make super Phantoon fight more comfortable. Correct.
It does make it a lot easier because you don't have to jump around the enrage flames. But in a way, that kind of makes it lamer, you know? It's fun watching the runners have to do a million wall jumps around the enrage patterns. That's like half the fun.
I agree with you.
Without that, we're just doing a slow Phantoon fight. I really wish Mo was grabbing some of these super drops. Oh no, Nito. I didn't see what happened, but I can imagine what it was. Just accidentally broke spin and ran right into a key hunter.
Shambles. Shambles.
Did 100 of his 99 damage. Or 99 energy, I should say. I think he... Does he have bombs? Did he save the bombs? Because if not, he might be in for some bad news. Okay, he does. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Nito didn't actually lose that much progress, but that definitely doesn't feel good. And Mo is staying in the lead here in this early seed, but we'll see how it turns out. Metroids is a category that can be very flippy because of how little is actually required to beat the game. So if you just find the right way...
Hi, Mother Brain!
Boy. Oh, boy. But yeah. If we have some branching paths... Oh, Mo, don't do this.
Coulter,
Actually,
what? Well said. I can't say that on stream, but well said.
Hopefully this isn't a water room. Okay, Mo's fine. He can get back. So... Still looking for power bombs. But yeah, it's very possible we end up in a branching path somewhere, and so if one person goes to the place that has the rest of the Metroids and the other doesn't, then that can just decide the race right there, basically. And technically that's a thing in every category for Map Rando, but in Metroids, because there's so little required to beat the game, it can be especially egregious because it can happen so early on. So like the person who gets to skip things just gets to skip like 3 areas. Potentially. I do like this.
If that's the case, that would favor Nito. I agree. It's pretty cool.
Very round. Robust. Mo does not have enough supers to get the Metal Pirates, which is kind of awkward because we're still looking for like anything at this point, aren't we?
Well, we've come across 5 majors. What else do you want?
Preferably a power bomb pack or 2. That would get us to the map. Which, of course, we have to fight Fantoon for, so hopefully we find misses as well. Nito also gonna get the bad news. There is a Mother Brain right here, on our front door. That was in a new area.
Hooray! It's Norfair.
Kind of the opposite of last seed, where this elevator was in Brinstar and going up led to Norfair. Now we have the opposite of that. Funny how things work.
So we get a question in chat. We get a question in chat. All we need is ice and a super pack, technically, right? From Kotor. Yes, to do the Metroid rooms, but that wouldn't be go mode to beat Mother Brain.
Yeah, we need a little bit more ammo. You need 18 total projectiles to break Mother Brain 1's glass fully to actually finish the fight. So technically we could break the glass.
And then refill.
So we would need 15, but that's a little bit of a pain.
You still need 18 projectiles to break the glass, so in some combination, it doesn't matter what.
Oh yeah, I'm silly. So you need 18 anyways. Alright, Mo finds another major. It is not super useful, though we did see East Ocean. That spring ball does get Mo across East Ocean if he wants to go back to the rim.
Derp, why don't we just get Ice Beam and Grapple Beam? We can go back to Varia plus movement. Why not?
I mean, both runners like the mode, so maybe that wouldn't be the worst thing ever. It actually looks like that's where we're going. No, Mo's gonna keep going this way. I didn't see what was over here. I didn't get a good look. But with that spring ball, Mo is gonna continue through it. Oh, I think this was spring ball, actually. Yeah. So what's over here? There is a missile.
Missiles and Mo reset.
I would have grabbed that, but whatever.
Whatever, Mo.
Whatever, Mo. Wait, so how do we do things in Norfair? This map is strange. Oh, that's how. Okay.
Best music in the game.
Pretty good. Nito finds a powerbomb door. Actually, Nito ended up following through this path that Mo's in right now. We're gonna get a nice high five in the door again.
High five!
Mo is also gonna get the bad news that this is PB locked.
This puts
This
Nito slightly out in front.
Yeah, but Nito still has to do all the other checks in Norfair that Mo did. So
We'll see.
it's still probably advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Another powerbomb door.
Where are the power bombs?
Good question. We might have forgot. We didn't put them.
Spiffy? Spiffy, where are you
We
hiding
didn't
them?
place the power bombs. Can't get across grapple tutorial because no grapple. Or any of the other 5
I
items
could
that get us across.
What does Baron of Red have to do with this?
Ooh, this is promising. Well,
Crap!
hey,
Now
we
we
get a
just need
grapple
Ice
tutorial.
Beam! Now we just need Ice Bavaria plus movement.
That gets us across grapple tutorial, so Nito gonna head back down for that.
Whatever.
Although Nito hasn't actually seen it yet, might do a little bit more exploration.
If we get Ice, I quit. If Ice is the next major, I quit.
I mean, it would be pretty nice.
I mean, that is the
Uh-huh.
one
Get it?
item that we
Get it?
need for
Uh-huh, Ice
Metroid,
Beam.
but still.
It rhymes with nice. Haha. Please no. Anyways.
It's 10 p.m. Eastern, folks. This is what you're getting for commentary. Deal with it. Mo's over here trying to moonfall. Has failed it twice. Now it's on the 3rd time.
There we go. I wonder where Mo's headed to. He can get across this grapple tutorial, like I said. So this seems to be where the logic is putting us. There's the other. Oh, never mind. I should have
Who's
known.
hiding power bombs?
What does that leave? What's left?
Don't know. All the routes so far, or at least most of them, have been power bomb locked. The only other thing you could do is attempt to go back to fight Fantoon. It's going to be a really long fight. Get the map info and see if there's any other paths.
You can't get the map without you can't get the map without power bombs. So what are we doing?
Well, right, because that's Green Tower.
Nito kept those missiles. That's why he's my favorite.
Hashtag commentator bias much?
Well known for wearing my biases on my sleeve. Oh, we can go through Metal Pirates. We didn't do that earlier. I wonder if that grapple opens up, like, if this Metal Pirates leads to, like, a Mount Everest or something like that? Somewhere that grapple is useful?
Remember, Mo didn't have the ammunition to do this earlier. Oh, that was a filthy fight. Hits the supers before the pirate even jumps.
That...
Oh. It's one way.
I wonder. Maybe Mount Everest is up the wreck ship main shaft. But grapple is not a filler item, so it's gotta do something. If I'm not mistaken.
It should. Oh, Spring Ball can get us through. We can get through East Ocean now.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I'm kind of surprised neither runner opted for it.
Yeah, it's just movement now. Nito's gonna do this. Nito's thinking about it too.
Yeah, I mean, like, they can get through East Ocean, so they can continue through it. Nito's gonna go.
Here we go. Nito one-waying this. Mo into Criteria.
Why is Mo trying to jump that? He can just get into the top through the door right above him.
Okay. Double missiles, hold.
I think this scene might be weighing on our runners a little bit.
Probably.
This is a rough early game.
This is terrible. Oh, it's big for Nito. Big pink.
Ooh.
More missiles. So that's all the projectiles that Nito's gonna need for Mother Brain 1.
And another for good measure.
Okay. That's plenty of missiles. Where are PBs? Please provide PBs seed.
Right here? Nope.
Yes, hold.
It's not Ice Beam. Good news for WX fan, but bad news for our runners.
At this point, because Ice Beam's the one thing we need to beat the Metroids, I'll take it.
Nice gate glitch here from Mo. Technically out of logic, but as we see from Nito, there is plenty of ammo that they can get. There are 3 reserves we've seen, by the way. Mo
Oops,
has
all
2,
reserves.
Nito has a different 2.
Oh, please. Please.
I mean, yeah, you do it, right?
Hold.
Leads back.
Here we go. No!
Oh my gosh.
Where are our power bombs?
This just seems like an average Metroid seed, honestly. I gotta say.
This seed is terrible.
Ooh, Fantoon save. We actually knew Fantoon was in Bryn already, so that doesn't give us any info. And it's not a real save, so we just get nothing.
Yep. Invisible road.
Hey, there's a power bomb.
Hooray! We found them! They exist in this seed!
Goodness. So Mo can do this fight if he wants the map. Not gonna opt for it though. It's a little bit annoying with this equipment. Actually, it really isn't with grapple to farm the super drops from the eggs. It isn't that bad to get to that map. I think I would have gone for it. But I'm a known mini-boss gamer.
So, question in chat. Why do we need power bombs? We've seen at least 3 power bomb doors already that have blocked paths. And we saw Fantoon early, but because it's Green Tower, you can't get to the map because it's bottom left of Green Tower, which is power bomb locked.
Yeah, the ladder is the big one. They can't get to the Bryn map, so they've just been running around blind through 3 areas, by the way. We've seen 3 different areas, and none of them have accessible maps.
Yep.
Because of power bombs. And because
Ice
of
cold.
GT for most case.
Mo somehow got space jump.
Yeah, we saw that earlier. It was in,
Okay, now we're cooking.
Yeah, Space Jump was in Old Mother Brain.
Got it.
The missile.
And now we're cooking. That's double power bombs. So now Mo can get through the Metroid rooms. Every Metroid takes 3 power bombs to destroy. So what the racers will do, and what speedrunners do, and what you all should do, if you don't have Ice Beam in a Metroid room, gather the Metroids up in one place and then power bomb them all at the same time. They'll all take damage from the same power bomb, 3 power bombs to delete the Metroids.
So, interestingly, and I don't know exactly what the mechanic is behind it. Somebody in chat may be able to explain it better. But if you power bomb the Rinka shooter, like at the entrance of the rooms, then every enemy in the room takes damage, which will actually hurt all of the Metroids and will draw them to your location because they took damage. So you can actually lay a power bomb right away, and all of the Metroids in those long Metroid rooms will fly to you, essentially.
That's interesting. So Mo's doing GT.
Okay, nice. It is, again, a little bit awkward. You have to know how to do this fight. But Mo's actually doing the safer farm strat with the regular beam, just shooting straight up at those eggs. But you can see a lot of the eggs make it past Mo's shots. What I like to do is actually just aim diagonally and shoot them there, and then use the grapple beam to grab those drops, like you saw Mo do there, but diagonally up. But either way, as long as you stay in the spot that Mo's in, the boss won't actually be able to move. It keeps trying to move and just jumping away from you, and the supers that it throws won't be able to hit you. So you're safe in the spot for pretty much forever, as long as you never leave it. So all we gotta do is slowly but surely work down the fight. There's a gravity suit here in Criteria. Mo did not get this. I wonder where this was. How did Nito get here?
10 cakes. Nice GT fight from Mo.
Another power bomb over there for Nito. Of course.
Here we go. It's time for the map.
Yeah, 24 minutes in, we finally get our map station. There are a couple more majors. There's two more Metroid rooms. Remember, we know where one Metroid room is, and we know Mother Brain. So now we are just looking for room 2, I believe.
Also, we get a French vanilla gauntlet.
Did we? I didn't see it.
Yep. Front gauntlet was in the back, and back gauntlet was in the front.
Awesome. So it looks like Mo is going to head over to where that gravity is. Up this elevator? Question mark? Or not? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't see exactly where it was on the map. Because again, Mo
Over
just
there.
never went there. That could be big, though. Nito's going to have a pretty big movement advantage with that gravity. Also makes me wonder what that grapple was for. I guess it was a filler item. But alas.
So that's Metroid Room 4. And either we saw 3, so I believe that's Metroid Room 1.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
For those of you who have no idea how we're going to mark them, that's your loss. No, I'm kidding.
True.
Since we don't have a Metroid tracker built into this yet, and because it's the only tracker we have, and 3 of the 5 are G4, we do the KPDR method. So Metroid Room 1 is Kraid. Metroid
There's your
Room
ice cream,
2,
by the way.
very nice. Took long enough. So Metroid Room 1 is Kraid. Assuming Metroid Room 2 is Phantoon, so on and so forth. So that's how NN is going to be marking them once they actually go to the Metroid rooms and complete them.
Yeah, this is a pretty comfortable go mode for Mo here now. With that ice beam, the Metroid rooms are basically trivial. The only worry now is if there's a speed lock in the way.
Correct.
Mo actually did leave a major there in Turian that was further down. So hopefully for his sake that's not speed, and or it isn't required to get speed. You know, also fighting GT for this map.
Using
Mo would also
missiles,
very
which
much like
is an
gravity.
interesting strategy, by the way.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you have too many missiles, instead of doing this egg attack, the GT will do the banana throws, which will hit you, I believe, and more importantly, won't drop ammo. So that was why Nito was just spamming out the missiles. So.
Gotcha. Alright, well this is going to be an interesting finish. We're at the halfway point at this seed. We have found 3 Metroid rooms.
I don't think Mo has wave, by the way.
Might have shut it off. Did he reset out of wave?
I don't think he ever went there. It was just Nito who blinded into it.
Huh.
Oh, Mo did have it and turned it off. Never mind.
Turned it off for GT.
Okay. Well, as usual, I wasn't paying close enough
No,
attention.
Derp, it's okay. You were keeping NN on his toes. It's okay.
I was testing it, making sure he was paying attention.
Well done. Congratulations, Derp. You know, making sure our tracker's awake.
I mean, it's like 11 a.m. in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. So
11:30 a.m. Sounds like it's time for NN to have his blueberry lager. Oh my goodness! I just said that in like my Bostonian accent. I just said lager.
Yeah, I know.
I just realized that slipped.
I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, it's It's 5 o'clock somewhere, NN.
To answer chat, Mo has not seen all 4 Metroids. We're still missing room 2.
Correct.
Which actually makes it interesting, because I don't think Mo checked Rex Ship while he was over by Rex Ship and Turian. So if the last Metroid room is in Rex Ship, that could be kind of bad. Speaking of kind of bad. A little bit low. There's a nice E-tank right here, though. I assume Mo will grab it for the refill.
And then in chat says the last Metroid room is in captivity. The runners are in shambles.
Yeah.
Oh,
checks out.
Tickles is joining us in chat. We are honored by your presence.
Did Nito hit ice and then reset out?
I don't. He wouldn't have done that.
That's a little bit unhinged, right?
Did he turn it off for the GT fight?
No,
it was
he
after
got
GT.
there after GT. Yeah, because it was in Turian. Oh, well, there's the map.
Oh.
Nito pausing to check where the map is, but the map is just right in front of us. Oops.
So Metroid Room 1 for Mo is down. Metroid Room 4 for Mo is down.
Oh my gosh, Mo not punished
This
for missing this Rex ship.
interesting.
That's a bit tragic.
Nito versus Mo, 2 very experienced runners, 2 very close runners in terms of skill. This is one heck of a best of 3. I'm looking forward to seeing how this ends. I get to do comms with Derp. Always enjoy doing comms with him. Get to have NN on tracking. Fantastic.
There's a lot of super drops in there that Nito just got. So the last Metroid room is
in captivity.
It is in captivity, but it's in captivity in either Bryn or Norfair, I believe. We haven't seen the map in either of those areas.
We haven't even
Or
seen those areas.
Well, we started
Or
in
Rex
Bryn.
Ship.
We
Or
started
Rex
in
Ship,
Bryn
rather.
and we're in Norfair very briefly.
Yeah.
Have we seen Meridia?
We checked Rex Ship, it's not there. Heard. Thank you, Spiffy.
Yeah. I was a little bit upset because Mo just skipped Rex Ship, basically. It looks like Mo's getting punished. It looks like he's going all the way back for it.
Yep.
Potentially. This is just the way out of all those far Metroid rooms in Criteria, which, by the way, with that gravity suit, Nito is going to get to a lot faster. So that's worth
This is the
noting.
way. Nito. Okay. This is the way, chat. This is the way.
So I'm a little bit confused what Nito is checking this major for. It's basically the best case
Okay.
scenario, though. Got that speed booster.
Yeah, that's all he needed. But again, it doesn't matter.
Well,
If
it
there's a speed
might
lock
matter.
room,
We
sure.
don't know if there's a speed lock or not. Oh, you know what that speed does? It gets us through Metroid, which Nito would be able to do if he kept ice, but because he didn't, he actually needed that.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. I have nothing
Good call,
positive to say
Christopher.
here. I will not comment on that ice skip any further.
I can! You should have did the ice skip sooner. Ice skip should have been better. You should have kept ice. No ice means we kick you off the stream. No? Okay. No, in all seriousness, though, this is a fantastic run here. Nito really needs to pick up the pace, though.
Yeah, Nito is going to have to powerbomb these Metroids, too. There is a missile refill up here, which is actually going to make things pretty nice, but it doesn't make things great. He also has 3 reserves. That's pretty sick. I would be checking hollows just to try to get forward. TBH.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so Mo, hunting here in Norfair. Once he finds the Metroid room, if he just runs into it, he's done. He doesn't need to keep going any further. Looks like we're gonna find the map here. Funny enough, this connection looks like it would be Metroid Room 4. With how the map is positioned. But it's instead the much longer bottom of key stairs.
Oh, look.
See if there's a
It's
Metroid
Hunter
Room over here,
stairs.
though. Pause. Hold.
Hold. Hold.
Well, there's Meridia.
No
And
Metroid
to
room.
Meridia we go. Mo does have the ability to get back up Fish Tank, even if that connects to a water room with the ice and spring ball. Could opt for a double spring ball jump, could opt for the tight single spring ball jump.
Nito here
dancing with the
juggling.
Metroids.
Yeah, nice juggle here. Oh, it gets grabbed at the end.
He's fine.
He's good. Yep, he's fine. Not a big deal. So that's 2 Metroid rooms down for Nito, 2 down for Mo. But this is it. Mo could be looking at upsetting Nito here. That would kick Nito to the silver bracket. Oh boy.
Yeah, still needs to find that last Metroid room, though. And Nito, despite skipping the ice beam, which, again... Oh my god. Hold on. Hold. That's a speed lock.
Yeah.
Pause.
Hold. Hold!
Is that the way to the map? I didn't see where the map was in Meridia.
I didn't either.
Yeah, as Chad points out, these two are both very high seeded. Nito being 9 seed, Mo being the 11.
You got it.
So not a huge upset. I think, like I said at the beginning, both of these runners are very even.
I mean...
Oh, this might be...
I mean,
no, I think this... Is this M2 right here? No, it's not.
I mean, to me, heading into this weekend, right? This would be the end of this tournament. I would have said Nito could have been a dark horse. Honestly.
I would agree with Nito being a dark horse, actually. Nito is very good, but is going to have to put the moves on here. This Mo is currently ahead by quite a bit, but still needs to find that Metroid room. And that map, that Meridia map, is blocked by Frog Speedway, and Nito has the speed booster to get there.
Oh, game 3. Game 3.
It might be a game 3.
Please. We know Speed is way back at bowling, and Mo is not going to get there. It would be a long time before he got there.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else we can do in Meridia. Mo's going to have to go back to Bryn and hope for the best, right? Or
Yeah.
there's something else he can do. He can go down... Where does that even lead to? You can still go this way, sorry. Well, what will we find? I mean, there's nothing going to be to the right for Mo. Mo should not be going back here unless he's just leaving the area. Because of how Metroid Room 2 is panned out, it's 2 different right-facing doors across from each other. Nice spark there for either, by the way. This is a little bit tight, though. Mo is going into this gate glitch with only 5 supers. Oh, no. Okay, Nice, second try. Nito getting the Meridian map knowledge, or the North Shore map knowledge. There it is. Okay, Metroid Dream 2, we found it.
The luck on this guy!
I mean, it was actually pretty reasonable that this connected there, because the top of Metroid Room 2 actually loops back into the bottom of Mickey Mouse. So that connection actually makes a lot of sense. And I think Mo played it very well with what he knew. But it is a little bit lucky that he didn't need that speed boost here. You are right about that.
Yeah.
Nito's not too far away, but remember that he's going to go all the way to the map, and then it's going to have to come all the way back for the Metroid room.
Oh boy.
So I think Mo is pretty comfortably in the lead, and the fact that he has Ice Beam is only going to make things even better, even with the lack of gravity and speed to not be able to move around as fast. We're actually just never going to see Fantoon. We don't need it. It's kind of funny.
Kinda.
we started right next to Fantoon, and then it just never comes up. Mo gonna need to do a couple different ways to get up this. He's gonna go for the jump across from the other room. Nice twist. And we're up. Of course, getting back to Bryn is a bit of a pain, isn't it?
Just a little.
Yeah, Mo is going to lose a lot of time in these water rooms still. Nito isn't that far away from the Metroid room. This is still really close. Does that work? What Mo tried to do? I've never seen anybody set up Main Street like that. Chat saying it does work, but you have to have speed for it. Okay. It's kind of a pain to get to this Metroid Room 2, though. Nito gonna opt to dive through the acid. We're in Amphitheater, which is the fastest way, but it's gonna cost a little bit of health. Where's... Okay, Mo's gonna need to refill these supers for Mother Brain. Don't need too many, because we have Ice Beam. We only need like 5 or 6 supers. Technically we only need 4, but Mo gonna be a little bit safer. Gonna leave with... Okay, these drops are trolling out, but gonna leave with 9. I don't think there's enough runway for speed skip, but I don't remember exactly how the room connected.
I do not either.
Alright, so we just need room 3 left, which is back in Bryn. Mo is now headed the right way, has to go up this red tower elevator. Okay, so Mo just needs to get back to the Metroid room. I believe it is through the sand pit. That was not too big of a jump, actually. But fortunately, with that big jump, we can get back across pretty easily. Metroid room is right below him, actually. And interestingly, Mo never actually went through this Metroid room. I know Nito did. I don't remember what was on the other end, though. Oh wait, no, that's Mother Brain, I'm sorry. But if you were wondering if you can speed zap skip, if Nito can, the answer is no. Okay, here's the Metroid room. I remember, yeah.
Metroid room. Oh, no, to beat the Metroid room. And that's it.
That's it. Just have to go back to Mother Brain, which is only a couple of rooms away.
What a best of 3. Looks like it's going to be a best of 2. Very good job. The beginning of this seed was horrible.
I'm telling you, this is just how Metroid seeds are. They all look like this. I swear. I wanted an extra super. I'm not really sure what for. I need to turn off that screw attack to get this step skip.
Nice.
Actually, funny enough, he turned off screw attack and then got the down back skip that he could do with screw on. But either way, we are through to Mother Brain. Again, only need to do Mother Brain 1. Need one more super. No, making absolutely sure nothing goes wrong.
Here we go. Ooh, 1:10. I completely got lost in my own thoughts. Sorry, Chad. I didn't even give you all a chance to play the game.
WX fan in awe of the gameplay that our runners are putting on here today.
Well, that and I was thinking about, so I want to know if there are any sports card shows around my area this weekend, because I'm trying to sell some, because I'm trying to start a consulting business on the side, and I need money to get my broadcasting demo reel done.
Exciting stuff. But speaking of exciting, Mo, in the escape, on his way to the ship. I believe it's this way. This is the way towards where Turian and Wreck Ship were. I will say, I'm still a little bit annoyed that Mo got rewarded for just missing Wreck Ship, essentially. But other than that, Mo has played this very cleanly.
He really has. And blinding in the Metroid room, too. And that's it.
Well, either way, Mo gonna finish in first with an official time of 46:02, and is going to win the series against Nito 2-0 and stay alive in the gold bracket.
That's right. GG's Mo. Though I can't say GG's for too long because you are going to get fed too spiffy.
Spiffy?
I mean, derp. Sorry. Spiffy, this is your fault!
This is a PAF sweep. I've been saying it this whole time.
Sorry, derp. Offended you.
Looks like Nito did actually forfeit, but is going to finish out the escape. Obviously, we'll be continuing in the silver bracket. So we are joined by Nito and Mo, our two runners who put on a great performance today. GG's to y'all. How you feeling?
GG's.
GG's. Yeah, those were a couple of rough seeds there.
Yeah, GG's, Nito. That was a couple of interesting seeds.
To say the least.
Hey, you were the one who asked for chaos.
Yeah, definitely two very interesting seeds. I will agree. Trying to remember. Game 1, the big difference was Mo. Once you got, I think it was the Bryn Star map, you actually reset back to the entrance of Bryn and got the left majors. And so you got Plasma Charge there, while Nito didn't take that reset and had to play for ammo. I think that was the big difference in that seed. So I guess I have to ask both of you why you made the decisions that you made in that situation. Because I do think it is an interesting decision point.
Well, for me, I saw that Brinstar was a hub and Mount Everest was connecting most of the regions together, and I figured that I just need to get moving. I thought that like my initial wrecked ship play was a little slow because I double backed for Kraid. So I just felt like I needed to press forward. I think that ammo was a valid play. It's just that I went in the complete reverse order of what it wanted me to do. It wanted us to go to Norfair first to kill Fantoon, to be able to go through Bowling Alley for Speed Booster, so that you can get to Dragon in Meridia for, which was blocked by Decora Room, and then Ridley's sitting down in Criteria. Like, I did that all in reverse order, so unless Mo did the same thing, I was probably not going to win that no matter what.
No, I made the same mistake, but I went down to Meridia, then Criteria, then went back after seeing Dre was a speed lock. I went to Turian and saw that speed was blocked by bowling, and I went all the way to Norfair. It was a massive loop. It was really bad, but yeah, I think as they say before, the difference was that I had charge and plasma, and that allows me to kill faster the bosses.
Yeah, it also allowed you to do Ridley right away, whereas Nito had to backtrack all the way down to Ridley again. So that made up a lot of time. And I think you were very close before then, but that was when you really started to pull ahead.
Yeah, this is the second time that I get a seat where bowling is required. I'm getting tired of that.
Yeah, I've had that before as well. If I mean, I don't know if I can make the decision to go to Norfair first, but if I can, then I think the ammo play works out. It just didn't work out that way with the order that we saw the bosses.
Yeah, for sure. Norfair first was the play. It doesn't matter if you have charge and plasma. There was plenty of ammo on the way. But yeah, doing things out of order in that seat was really bad. It felt really slow. It felt really slow. And on the second one, I got extremely lucky. I blinded the last Metroid room. I was,
Oh wow!
I was getting really nervous because I couldn't get the Meridia map because it was speed lock, and I start to blind all the Meridia doors, and I got I got the last Metroid room there.
Okay, so you did you find ice then in the second seed?
Yeah, it was in Turian.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
was-
I found speed, so that that let me get the Meridian map there, and was still able to get to all the Metroids in the top right of Criteria. But yeah, I was probably slower with the Metroid kills, having to rely on power bombs and all that.
Yeah, Chad was actually talking about it, Nito. The map in Turian was connected to Bubble Mountain, and the Bubble Mountain missile was ice. It was just right there.
Oh, okay. I just completely missed that then.
Yeah, it was a bit tough. But I think the other interesting thing that happened, Mo, if I'm not mistaken, I might have just missed it. Did you just skip wreck ship in that second seed?
Yeah, I skipped Greg ship. I forgot that the entrance was right there with the other Turian entrance. I was too focused on the Metroid rooms on Criteria that I forgot that the Greg ship entrance was there.
Yeah, that one was a bit rough. Obviously, Nito didn't spend a ton of time in wreck ship because it was another close map, but it was a very close race. Obviously, Nito ended up forfeiting, but only took another like minute and a half to finish after that. So that would have been really close had you checked the wreck ship. But Mo, you did manage to take home the 2-0. Going to move on to the top 8 of the gold bracket. Obviously, your next matchup isn't decided yet, but how are you feeling about it?
As the, I mean, the last few matches have been really difficult, and the ones that comes are equally difficult. No matter who ended up in the next few matches, it's going to be really difficult. The players that are left on the bracket are all of them are really strong players. It's going to be really difficult.
Yeah, and then for Nito, we'll be moving on to the silver bracket. You'll be the number 2 seed in that, I believe, will be playing NZT in the first, or as your first matchup. So I guess how you're feeling about NZT as an opponent and your chances in the silver bracket as a whole, because I think you are one of the strongest players in that bracket for sure.
Yeah, so I know NZT is like super knowledgeable about the game itself, and I know him from like being an additional contributor to the video clip repository for the Map Rando site. So I'll be looking forward to that match. I do feel like I feel good about going into the silver bracket and being able to do well there. I did want to remain in the gold bracket if possible, just to be able to get as far as I can in that, but I will do what I can in the silver.
Well, best of luck to both of you on your future matches. Mostly Nito, because I think I might be playing Mo in his next match, so in that case, maybe less luck. But I think that will do it for us. Either of y'all have any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
No, just thank everybody for making this possible. And the comms, the tracking, all the people that volunteer for making this possible. GG's Nito. It was an amazing race.
Yeah, GG's Mo. Good luck with the rest of the gold bracket. And I hope you do well. And I'll do my best in silver. That's about it.
All right.
Derp,
WXN, you want to
thoughts
wrap
from
it
you?
up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Final thoughts from you, Derp?
Nah, I got nothing. Take us home.
All right. Let's do it. So again, !R in chat. Go give the races a follow. Great best of 3 series. !C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. And Aussie's already posted the brackets. For Nito, Mo, Derp, NN, I'm WXFan21 saying we'll see you next mission.